Hello, welcome back to the Syncrolight tutorials. In the previous video we went through creating a show with the Show Designer and creating a few display items. So you may remember that we had this set up here with 6 trees and a star and a RGB strip on a second controller. We've got the show opened again here that we created in the last tutorial, and in this one we're going to create the visualization. Visualization isn't strictly necessary, but it does help you sequence your show so you have an idea of what your finished display is going to look like when you finally put your lights up. To create the visualization, you click on the visualization button, and then it comes up asking you if you want to use an existing visualization. If you've got one you created in a previous show, you can use that, or in this case we can create a new one by clicking on the create new. It then prompts you for a name for your visualization, so we'll just go and accept the default name of visualization there. And then it opens up your window, which is the visualization screen. You can close this down at any time. It's handy if you've got a dual screen on your PC, because you can put your visualization on one screen and keep it open, or you can open and close it as you need. You can just click the visualization button to open it or hide the window. So in the visualization window you've got various tool buttons across the top, and then you've got various tabs down the side. So to start with, you can go into the screen properties. If you want to add a background picture for your visualization, if you're framing windows or anything like that, then you can. It's helpful to have a background picture that you can use for reference. So you can go in and press select and then load a picture into the background, and then you can adjust the brightness so it's like a picture at dusk, if you like, so the lights show up. This is quite a small picture, so you can click the crop. You can change the size manually, or you can click the crop to size button there, so it automatically sizes it. You can zoom in and out, so there's an auto size. It defaults to auto size, so when you are resizing your window, it always sort of stays proportionate. Or you can zoom in to particular areas if you need to, if you're working on a particular area part of your display. So we'll leave it on auto size. We don't want a picture on ours, so we'll get rid of that. We'll just start with a blank display. Now in our display we were going to have a line of 6 trees, a star, and then just an RGB, plain RGB strip. So to do the trees, there is a tree icon on the top there. You can just click on that and then position your 6 trees on your display. And then once it's in this insert mode, it says at the bottom you can press escape or right click to finish your drawing. So if you just right click, it'll come out of that mode. You can see at the top it's got a little hand there for select, so you can either, it's like the Show Designer, you can change it into a particular mode, so you can put it into light string mode or arch mode. If you just put select, it just allows you to drag and drop items around. So each of these trees has got grab handles on, so you can size the trees to the size and reposition them accordingly. I'll just put them all there. Now they're showing up in red at the moment because they haven't got any link to a channel in the Show Designer. You do that by clicking on the Item Properties tab, and in here it gives you reference of display item and segment. So if you click on the first tree and then go over here, and in the drop down you'll see that you've got the names of the display items as they are in the Show Designer. So we've got star, line of trees, and the RGB strip. So this is the first tree, so we want to link it to line of trees, and then segment is tree number 1. And then we do that for the other trees. So that's tree 2. So you can see they've gone purple now, so they are all linked to the show in the main Show Designer window. Next, we want to create the star. Which, remember, we had a red and a yellow on the star. So there's a symbol for a star there, and then we will link star to that channel there, and that's the star done. For the RGB strip, we'll just use the light string and we'll just draw a line. You can draw, if you're going around a house or whatever, you can draw various different lines. But we'll just create a straight line, so like that, and then right click again to stop drawing, and move back to select, and then we can set this one up, RGB strip, segment 1. So that's our visualization set up. We can do a quick test on those just to see that they're working. So the line of trees, if we go back to the main window, we can turn them on in white. We could do a cycle down them. The star we could turn on in red, or we can turn on in yellow, and the RGB strip we could just turn on in green, for example. So when we play that, you see we've got the white, and then it's got the cycle down, and we've got the red, the yellow, and the green. So that's given you a quick overview of the visualization. I hope you found it useful.